What's up, you wild wheat squares? Many of you requested this very popular topic about Jake Paul because of his huge growth on YouTube. Now, we all know why that is. It's because 15-year-old girls on this platform are cancerous. I don't like using that term, but this is why they resemble cancer. They're this disgusting, malicious group of people that spread so fast, like an unstoppable rebel force, and they dictate which dumbass gets to be popular on YouTube. Maybe I should move out of Los Angeles because he's living here. Which is funny because if I was his neighbor, I wouldn't be calling the police or something like that. I would have went next door and fucking beat the shit out of this kid. Because undeserving, spoiled, egotistical brats like Jake Paul don't belong on this platform. They don't even belong on this planet if I dictated it. I'm embarrassed that he's 20 years old. When I was 20 years old, I compare myself and I say there's no way I was this much of a fucking retard. Why is everyone scared to say that? He's a fucking retard.
Are we live?
Hablamos español también.
Oh, está bien, te amo mucho.
I wouldn't crawl up there.
Why?
Okay.
I just wouldn't do that.
One question for you.
Yeah?
What are those?
Like, he acts like a 10-year-old. Him and his posse remind me of that really exaggerated dumb fuck group of tools from Grown Ups. You know what I'm talking about?
Hey, what?
That's exactly who he reminds me of, and it's funny because this is a real-life version. He's a walking parody. You're a fucking 10-year-old spoiled brat. You can't respect your neighbors. You can't respect the old people living around you that are literally tired of this shit.
They were fuming.
We used to be a really nice, quiet street, and now we're just this, like, war zone.
A lot of the neighbors are complaining. They're very upset.
No, why?
They say that you've created a living hell out here, that it's like a circus.
Yeah, it is.
All the fans.
I mean, but
the
people like
stunts,
going to
the-
circuses, right?
You should have said something more clever like, yeah, but you get free tickets to this circus. Because he's a fucking clown. An inbred spawn. Where the fuck are his parents? Do his parents keep an eye on him? Are they at all disappointed in him and his maturity? Or his IQ level, which is smaller than an acorn? A roasted chestnut? Did his parents fucking die in a fire and that's why he's doing whatever he wants? Did they jump into that fire to kill themselves to get away from their retarded son? Is that it? Apparently with some sources, Disney dropped him. Finally, Jesus Christ. But look at these wild fucking hippos. I mean, these girls, they're more so wild hippos, but surrounding his fucking house. I would have been the first person to come outside of my house with a flamethrower and count it down. And if they didn't fucking move, there would be flambéed wild hippopotamuses for dinner. And his entire demographic has to be these 15-year-old girls I talked about. We've all seen it before, you know? They'll maybe reach the age of like 19, 20, and then look back and say, oh, I remember when I loved Jake Paul so much, I freaking stalked everything about him and always watched his YouTube videos. Not so much now, but yeah, I could see myself. You know, girls always have that timeline, right? Where they have like this crazed fan obsession when they were younger and then they kind of grow out of it. It's kind of like, you know, I'm waiting for that to happen, but it's a little too early for that.
He's funny. Savage.
Savage?
Yeah.
A recent stunt involved tossing furniture into an empty pool and setting the pile on fire.
Jake Paul's content is nothing special. The guy looks like some freak. But almost every one of his videos are fucking clickbait. They're stupid vlogs, just pointless, effortless made vlogs.
What do you say to the neighbors, though, that are upset? Then they're really upset.
No, I
Can't
honestly.
beat them, join them.
No, I'm honestly, yeah, it's terrible. It's a bad situation. No, I feel bad for them, for sure. There's nothing we could do, though. The Jake Paulers are the strongest army out there. Dab.
And who the fuck dabs? They still dab? These kids? He's not a teenager anymore, but he reminds me of one of those teenagers that everybody stereotypically talks about of they're loud, obnoxious, stupid, and fill their fucking videos with ego. That's about it. Anyone subscribed to this fucker? Leave. Leave this video, leave my channel, jump off a cliff, do yourself a favor. We need more people on this planet with higher IQs than lower ones. And that's the problem, because I remember years back when I was ranting about stuff, I thought to myself, you know, there's been some really stupid things going on, around that time. And I thought, it can't really continue, but it's okay because there's always something fun we can talk about. Now it's like, when's it gonna fucking stop? When are shitty channels like this going to fucking disappear? You have people supporting Jake Paul, you have people supporting the Daddy of 5 channel when that was going on, not to mention so many other shitty YouTube channels. There's so much more out there that needs to be top. And I'm not even talking about my channel. I'm talking about a lot of other content creators that are putting out things way more interesting, funnier, something that actually showcases talent, but they're nowhere to be seen because we got 15-year-old fat and ugly crazed fangirls making people like Jake Paul famous. It's a loser society that takes way too long to grow up now. And I love how these 15-year-old dumbass girls are fans of his, believe everything he says, right? Because they negate all the bullshit and all the things around what Jake says that doesn't make sense. They just listen to what might sound good, like, hey, I'm gonna go apologize to my neighbors, see what kind of a good guy I am. But I'm gonna film it, I'm gonna film myself apologizing to my neighbors, and I'm gonna film them, which is an invasion of privacy, and I'm just gonna put their license plate and addresses that show up, out there on my videos without blurring it. But I'm a good guy. I'm gonna be the better kid here, the better kid, and give like some half-assed apology. He should not be able to do that. He should not be able to go around in front of people's homes, where they are in their homes, where their house numbers and license plates and addresses are even showing up. You can't record that, put it up, all that information, and say, I'm a good kid though, I'm sorry, but I'm gonna dab on you haters. And it's because of these 15-year-old dumbass fans that support him, He could say something like, guys, so today, we got a box of cookies and we're gonna deliver them to the elementary school that's down the street as just a nice surprise gesture when they're out playing for recess, right? I hit an old lady on the way, and the cookies, we actually sort of pranked them. We put some hot peppers in the cookies and we kind of threw them over the fence and said, here you go, losers, And I think one of the kids who actually ate it ended up going in the hospital and everything, but we're nice to give out free cookies to kids in elementary school. I also kicked the poodle into traffic on my way there, but we still gave out the free cookies. His dumbass fans just hear that part and they go, oh Jake, cookies to the kid. He's a great guy, They can't sit there and think for themselves wait, let's think about this real quick. What the fuck did he just say? They can't think for themselves because they're little insecure, little ducklings, right? Still trying to figure out and make sense of the world. And honestly, fuck this guy. Anyone who supports this guy is a fucking retard. But I hope he has a mental illness and this is all a joke, because it just goes to show you how many stupid people there are living on our planet. This is why the Japs are overtaking us. This is why our school system's a fucking joke. This is why bachelor degrees don't make much money anymore. When our society has become this much of a fucking joke, then join the circus of Jake Paul's. And that's all that's needed to be said, because I don't want to waste another couple seconds on this bullshit topic with fucking Jake loser Paul. But that's the thing, I should feel more so sorry for him for being such an idiot, and he can't really get out of that, It's kind of like having a dog with Down syndrome. You can only just kind of pet it and let it do its thing, YouTube's going down the fucking drain. And while we're on this topic, I'd like to take this wonderful moment and say a big fuck you to YouTube. You motherfucking bitches. You guys are fucking little blood-sucking ticks. You guys are little fucking nerdy, cocksuckers up in YouTube headquarters, sucking the cocks of all these top YouTubers going, oh, thank you for bringing in some ad revenue to the site. Jake Paul. You know why I'm saying all this shit? Because I make a non-binary rant expressing my opinions on the society of people who believe there are thousands of genders out there. When I even stated in that video, I have no problem with the LGBT community and, you know, they could do whatever they like, and I support that. They were this fucking quick. Imagine that! They were this fucking quick. The video wasn't even up for like maybe 3 days, and they were this fucking quick to completely remove that video and give me a strike on my channel. It got a few thousand views. Jake Paul's getting millions. I'm a small-time channel. This isn't even my main channel. And you're that quick to remove a fucking video where I state an opinion that I also address. I support the LGBT community. That video is taken down, but fucking Jake Paul's are not. The one where he invades his neighbor's privacy, license plate number and home address was shown in the video. I'd be like, no, I don't want this out there to 6 million idiots. God knows what the fuck they can do if they find out exactly where I live, because obviously his fan base is filled with idiots. All the shit he does is fine, but I make a simple video sitting here and talking about something that literally was nonsensical, and it was freedom of speech for me to express myself, but my freedom of speech was taken down and Jake Paul's shit was not. I'm fucking done. I am fucking done.